Hi guys, NHE here. I want to welcome you to another episode. Um, this episode is about apologists, uh, theist apologists. These are the people that want to claim that there is some logic to their beliefs, when in fact there isn't. Like they'll tell you that the flood really did happen when there's technically no evidence to support it. They'll tell you that Adam and Eve were created and we all come from there, even though uh, the biological and DNA proof show that we have evolved and we couldn't have just sprouted out of a single uh, human being that was already created. Like we had common DNA with certain other animals. There's no proof that we came from the dust and that Eve was created from a rib. Okay, now there's two different types of apologists. The ones that don't know what they're talking about, and then they'll make it up. Like they'll try to deny dinosaurs, but they won't give you an explanation exactly why dinosaurs did not exist or existed within the time of along with humans, which is a ridiculous claim because time difference. Okay, but the second one is those that will tell you that reality doesn't exist or that we are in different realities and God and humans are in different realities, so therefore they cannot know. I mean, certainly the religious people know about God, therefore, um, only if you have faith are you able to be aware of God. But if you don't, like the rational people, people who are only go by by science, facts, and truths, um, they're unable to sense God or their presence, or they're even because they have faith, which is at the core. If you want to um, crumble their view or their argument, you need to focus on faith. Faith is the belief without proof, without rationale, and by it is it could be, doesn't matter the age, because Christianity is 2,000 years old, but there's other religions that are even older that have similar beliefs, or that they all believe in it in one being, one powerful being, such as Hinduism and um, but before that, before Christianity, there was the belief in the Greek gods, pagan beliefs, and those. Okay, so um, let's go back to faith. Faith is the belief that all those things exist, but they don't have to show you the proof. They don't have to know that there's proof. They know it's already there by faith, and faith is no proof. So why would they dedicate their whole lives to no proof, no um to try to reinstate to everyone else around them that they don't have to have proof to what they believe, that as long as they believe they will be fine and stuff like that. It has to do with security for the believers, because they don't want to accept reality how it is, the cold facts of reality, the fact that we're tiny specks of dust compared to the humongous universe around us. and that in no way do our lives have meaning, and they don't have to have meaning because we can make our own meaning. Okay, so they don't want to accept that. That is like a huge responsibility on them. They will literally not be able to cope with their lives if they have to deal with that. The fact that their lives might not have meaning. Meaning, they want meaning no matter what. And they can't accept that they want to have a meaning, and they can't get out of the fact that you can make your own meaning. If you're not bound by anything, that means you're able to do whatever you want. You're able to do whatever you want with your life. Now, that's where they like to point out that it is wrong to do whatever you want with your life. Okay? Um Now, that is a freedom that they don't want you to have. Okay? Because and then they put it as no matter if people have freedom to do what they want, they will always choose evil. Now that is a misconception, and they always try to drive it into people at at any age, any common, like you'll go to a sermon and you'll hear that often, how we are humans are evil, no matter, there's no morality if we didn't have God. If you have to have a God to have morality, then that says a lot about you. Says that you have no self-control. Says that you need somebody to forgive you and um, check on you all the time about your own decisions. It means you don't have, you can't choose wisely, you can't think, rationalize, and um, analyze ideas and think for yourself. And it means also that you will always, if you're always choosing wrong when you should be choosing right. Now, in order to choose right, you need to know what right is. I know this is going off topic and going off the deep end, but it is important to analyze all the different points of faith. And morality is one of the main things. You are as an atheist, you are able to rationalize, analyze ideas, and think for yourself. And even if you do make a mistake, you're able to admit it, work on it, and not do it again because you know that it's wrong. You've learned from that mistake, and that's what humans are. Like, we're not perfect. There is no perfection, and that's the best thing about it, is that we are able to learn. If we harm or do wrong but to others, we have to keep that guilt. Okay, first of all, theists do not have the guilt that they've been done to others because they just ask for forgiveness and they never do it. They do it again. Basically, uh, a theist is more likely to do something, a mistake or error or harm to others than an atheist, and they're more prone to violence because theism is um, arranged with emotions. It's an emotional belief, and when that emotion reaches a peak, it turns into violence. Like if somebody challenges their ideas, it turns into violence. An atheist will not turn into violence, only to defend themselves. Okay. Um, if a theist comes and claims that he has seen God and he has proof, and an atheist will analyze that proof, and based on that proof, or even more proof, he will make a judgment whether he wants to believe you or not. That, however, an atheist will act in rage and try to deny it and stuff like that, instead of checking out the truth. I mean the facts first, or the proof. So this is where you have to consider what the real morals of a theist is and the real morals of an atheist is. Right now, there's more theist person, religious people right now around the world because they're afraid, because they're controlled. Um, a theist person is easily controlled by a government. Now, government cannot sustain itself and manage if it didn't have religion, and that's another point that I'm gonna make in another video. I've probably gone off topic for with what faith was, but I want, and if I need to do more videos about it, I probably will. Um, but I want to make it clear that faith has no basis on truth, and it never will, and that's why it's easily arrangeable, easily deformed, easily corrupted. It could easily be. That's why women were easily targeted during the Dark Ages. Um, on they're still not. They're still equal to men. They're in no way, shape, or form weaker or different. I've gone off too much on that subject, but I just want to point that out that they're equal, and we should appreciate that. On faith, no matter how much you argue with somebody who has faith, you will never prove them. It has to. The only way to convince somebody who has faith is to show that your way of life um, is better than the way of faith. Then your way of knowledge, facts, and proof is way better than the facts of. I mean, the way that they live their life. Just keep that in mind. That if you really want to um, change somebody else's ideals and you want to bring them to knowledge and facts and truths and being atheist. Okay, atheism is one of the steps to the next evolution. That's a requirement to the next evolutioning. I want you guys to know that I will be making more videos on the subject, on each subject. If you ask me a question, I will try to answer it, not just on my YouTube messages, but also within a video. I believe that that there's a lot of people that are lost. They want an answer and they don't know how to get there. And doesn't mean I will provide all the answers. I'm also a learner, and I will always be a student of life. And that's what I want to come across. That you should always be a student of life, and you should always learn. Learning is the only way that you will get rid of your fear and doubt. Thanks for watching.